My son Jesse prayed a prayer on that mall. He said, let the Nazarites arise. You can watch it on YouTube. Jesse Engel, the Call DC. Let the Nazarites arise. Raise up the long hair. 400,000 roar. His video is shown in the Philippines. The Spirit falls on the youth group. They launched the call in the Philippines. Jesus Revolution, 150,000. One young man in 7 months of his life shook the world.
Wow.
I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying God was giving us a testimony. 5 months before the call, I was reading Luke 1:17. James Dobson from America, you may have heard him, held a reading of the scriptures from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation behind our Capitol with a microphone and a pulpit and was reading the scripture consecutively for 3 days. You could sign up whatever time you wanted to read, but you could not choose the scripture you were going to read because it was being read consecutively. I signed up for 2 o'clock in the morning, the last night of the reading of the scriptures. As I'm walking around the Capitol, I begin to pray and groan inside, and I begin to beg God, Lord, whoever's reading who is ever reading the scriptures right now, have them end with the last 2 verses of the book of Mark, so I can prophesy Luke 1. The Nazarite John the Baptist are coming to America. I walk up to that pulpit. That lady is reading the last 2 verses of the book of Mark. I'm weeping and I'm prophesying. This is the message that God has given to me in the earth to raise up the Nazarites. I never saw myself coming to Israel, but I feel like I've come tonight to a place to make an announcement, to prophesy. A Nazarite movement is coming. Nazarite lovers of God. First of all, lovers of God, who out of that love burn for God and risk everything. Turn a nation back to God. I'm believing that God, the IDF, will no longer have abortions in the next 20 years. I have stories to tell, but I don't have time to tell them.